what I hate the most, and we're gonna talk about this as well, is like I hate when a player he leaves a team and then or he wants out and then all of a sudden you start hearing these negative things that come out about these guys. It's like what you weren't saying this when this guy was playing for you and making all these plays, but as soon as they want out, then it's like he's a negative stereotype of like one of the biggest stories recently, like Deshaun Watson. It was just like, and I don't want to say guilty, not guilty, anything like that or whatever. But it's just like it was another situation. It's like it's kind of strange how all of a sudden when he's ready to want out, then all of a sudden this stuff.
Strange, right?
And I don't want to say I'm absolving him of what he's accused of, but it's just like
I'm absolving him. I sure am, and I don't care what nobody says because. And I had a girlfriend who had a sexual assault case that she ended up settling for money for. And I had a real nigga discussion with her. And I was just like, how did you take money for something that someone assaulted you? Like, how did you say to yourself, taking them to court isn't like, okay, I'm just going to civilly take money. And she explained it to me. She said, sometimes you know that you won't get justice if you have this crime committed on you in a court of law because you don't have any evidence or proof that it happened to you. So you would rather take money as some way to compensate you for your pain and your loss. And although I can understand that, it just could never be me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why I just always raise my eyebrow sometimes when I see someone taking money for rape or assault in some kind of like. I don't know. I've never. That's
That's tough.
That hasn't happened to me, but I'm probably gonna try to kill you. Just saying. Like, I don't even want your money. Like, if I can't put you in jail, I want you dead. Like, and so it's just. But I'm a different person. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I refuse to believe that Deshaun committed any crimes with no evidence.
Right.
There's
and
none.
it's crazy. It just how the number just kept going. It went to 20 plus, and then all of a sudden, reason they were saying it could be up to like 66 different women. I'm like, how? Like, it's a lot. That's a lot of women.
It's very strange.
And then my thing is also is like, as far as the team, they said the team, they would give him rooms for these massages. But my thing is like after a few of them, and you keep getting these multiple rooms with different women, like, hold on, is the team not accountable for like any of the stuff that's going on?
They're never going to be accountable. No one's going to be accountable for anything. And some of the women even they were repeat offenders. Like, you did it to them more than once. It's like, why would you go back to somebody that assaulted you?
Right.
And I don't like to victim blame if there are some victims, but for me, being a professional athlete, being married to a professional athlete, I know very, very well that a lot of women become massage therapists to make money as a prostitute. That's just what it is. That's the real thing. There's a lot of women posing as massage therapists to give happy endings for more money. And I don't knock anybody's hustle. I respect that hustle, to be honest with you. But it makes me feel like this may be one of those times where it got flipped on somebody. Because there's nothing wrong or illegal with you having kinks. If you like to get a fake massage and get a happy ending afterwards, and you're paying for that service, like, who am I to judge? If that's what you want to do. But I don't like somebody being accused of something that there's no proof to. Right.
I feel like the NFL, just because of the number, I think they feel. I think they're gonna end up trying to put a strong hand down
and that's sad. That's unfortunate. Yeah. That's really not fair because we have literally seen no evidence. All we're hearing is words. And
so what do you anticipate? How long do you think he'll? In my mind, I was like, I think it's gonna be at least a minimum of at least 10 games, at least. But then when it went up to 60,
probably sit him a year.
Yeah, that's what.
Probably sit him a year.
Because I was
and that's just because they're gonna try to say that they're gonna be on the right side of things.
Yeah.
Like you do have a fan base that is predominantly women, believe it or not. Women are the biggest consumers of NFL gear, merch, like all that kind of stuff. So you don't want your fan base to think that you're tone deaf to all these high numbers that are, coming up that, you can't, everybody's like afraid and seeing it like, oh my God, there's more. And when you see more, people always like, well, when there's smoke, there's fire. And that's just not always true. It's just not.
Right. And I just hate that it happened to be somebody that looked like us once again, and it's just painting this negative stereotype of us. But it's a tough situation, man. Like I said, us on the outside, we don't even really know what's going on, but
we don't know the truth.
Exactly, we don't know.
We're hearing two different sides, and none of us were there.
Exactly.
None of us were there, and there's no video evidence. Like there's nothing.
Exactly.